In the golden age of ancient Greece, humans believed they lived under the shadow of gods. They feared the wrath of Zeus atop Mount Olympus, the waves of Poseidon, and the love of Aphrodite. However, the truth was far more complex and cosmic than they knew. Among the stars, there existed an advanced civilization called Zephyria. Thousands of years ago, they came to Earth on an exploratory mission. Seeing the potential in humanity, the Zephyrians decided to guide them. They established a secret base beneath Mount Olympus and introduced themselves as gods. Their technology was indistinguishable from magic and miracles to humans. Kronos, the leader of the Zephyrians, carefully monitored humanity's development. His right hand, Zeus, was responsible for direct interactions with humans. Athena taught wisdom, Apollo taught art, and Ares taught war tactics. Each was, in reality, a Zephyrian scientist using advanced technology. As centuries passed, humanity progressed rapidly. However, this progress led to unexpected consequences. Some humans began to unravel the secrets of Zephyrian technology. A Greek named Prometheus managed to steal the aliens' energy source, the event known in mythology as the theft of fire. Kronos found this betrayal unforgivable. He decided humanity must be punished. However, a direct attack could reveal the Zephyrians' existence. Instead, he designed a plan to destroy humanity from within: the Trojan War. The plan began with the creation of a genetically perfected human. This person would be known as Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world. Helen's DNA was designed to drive men into uncontrollable passion. Helen was married to Menelaus, the king of Sparta. However, the Zephyrians manipulated Paris, the prince of Troy, to abduct her. This event ignited a bloody war that would last for 10 years. As the war began, the Zephyrians secretly helped both sides. Zeus's lightning bolts were actually advanced energy weapons. Poseidon's storms were the product of weather manipulation devices. Ares' war cries were sound waves affecting soldiers' brains. The heroes of the war were also products of Zephyrian experiments. Achilles was a super soldier genetically modified for superior strength and speed. His heel, the only weak point, was a flaw in the experiment. Odysseus's intelligence was the result of brain enhancement procedures. Even Troy's famous walls were a Zephyrian design. The aliens wanted the war to be long and destructive. The walls were strong enough to prevent the city from falling easily. As the war progressed, disagreements arose among the Zephyrians. Some were disturbed by the extent of human suffering. The Zephyrian scientist known as Athena tried to end the war by giving Odysseus the idea of the Trojan horse. The Trojan horse was actually an advanced teleportation device disguised as a primitive wooden structure. The Greek soldiers didn't hide inside the horse. They were teleported into the city using Zephyrian technology. When Troy fell, Kronos thought his plan had succeeded. However, the war's outcomes were different than he expected. Instead of being destroyed, humanity emerged stronger from this trauma. The survivors built new civilizations and empires. Kronos realized he had underestimated humanity. The Zephyrians decided to leave Earth. However, before departing, they left behind some of their technology for potential future return. These technologies would later form the basis of ancient astronaut theories. After the Zephyrians left, humanity continued to forge its own path. The Trojan War became the subject of epics and legends. Homer turned the events into an epic poem, though he knew only a small part of the true story. Centuries passed. Humanity advanced technologically. In the early 21st century, archaeologists made strange discoveries in the ruins of Troy. They detected alloys and energy traces that modern science couldn't explain. Dr. Elena Papandreou, a young archaeologist, pursued these discoveries. She believed there was something odd about Troy's story. Her research led her to conclude that some symbols in ancient texts might actually be a kind of code. Elena decided to use artificial intelligence to decipher these codes. After months of work, she uncovered a shocking truth. The Trojan War was a revenge plan by an alien race. This discovery caused a worldwide sensation. Some dismissed it as a conspiracy theory, while others argued that all beliefs about human origins needed to be questioned. Elena continued her research. She tried to find the technologies left behind by the Zephyrians. She believed these technologies could propel humanity to the stars. One day, she discovered a hidden passage deep within Mount Olympus. The passage led her to the ancient Zephyrian base. Here, she found information and technologies that would change human history. At the center of the base was a communication device still in working order. With trembling hands, Elena activated the device. A hologram appeared. It was a message recorded thousands of years ago. The Zephyrian known as Athena appeared in the hologram. "If you're hearing this message, dear Earth inhabitants, you must have solved the mysteries of your past," she said. "We owe you an apology. Kronos' plan was a mistake. However, your resilience and creativity surprised and impressed us." Athena continued her message. "The technology we left behind will enable you to travel between stars. But be careful. The universe is full of both wonders and dangers. We hope our paths cross again one day, and this time, we meet as equals." Elena realized what this discovery meant for humanity. It not only illuminated our past, but could also shape our future. World leaders engaged in long debates about how to use this information. Some argued for allocating more resources to space programs. Others claimed this technology could be dangerous and should be kept secret. Eventually, humanity decided to use this knowledge for peaceful purposes. Thanks to Zephyrian technology, the first human colony on Mars was established much earlier than expected. Jupiter's moons were explored. Humanity slowly began to transform into a spacefaring civilization. However, this progress also raised new questions. Why hadn't the Zephyrians returned? Were there other civilizations in the universe? Was humanity prepared for potential threats from the cosmos? These questions initiated a new age of research and exploration. The brightest minds on Earth worked to both unravel the secrets of the past and prepare for the future. Elena became a pioneer in these efforts. She dedicated her life to better understanding Zephyrian technology. Thanks to her work, humanity developed spaceships capable of traveling at near light speeds. As years passed, humanity spread to the stars. New planets were discovered. Some were colonized. Each new discovery raised more questions about the Zephyrians. One day, in a distant star system, humans discovered a structure thought to belong to the Zephyrians. It was found by an exploration team led by Elena's grandchildren. The structure was a massive space station. When they entered, they were astonished to be greeted by a hologram. It was Athena, the same Athena who had left a message on Earth thousands of years ago. "Welcome, children of Earth," Athena's hologram said. "If you've reached here, you've used the legacy we left you well. Now we can speak as equals. Come, meet the rest of the galaxy." This was the beginning of a new era for humanity. The story that began with the Trojan War had transformed into an interstellar epic. Humanity was now ready to learn not just the history of their own planet, but of the entire universe. However, this new knowledge also brought new responsibilities. How would humanity ensure peace and justice in the universe? How would they establish relationships with other civilizations? What had they learned from their own past, from the mistakes of the Zephyrians? These were questions that future generations would need to answer. The true story of the Trojan War had shown humanity not just their past, but their potential future. On Earth, the ruins of Troy still stood. This ancient city, once a symbol of war and destruction, had now become a monument to human resilience and unlimited potential. Tourists, guided by holographic guides, explored this historic site, learning the shared story of aliens and humans. The old Zephyrian base beneath Mount Olympus was now a research center and museum. Scientists were still making new discoveries here, continuing to unravel the secrets of Zephyrian technology. As humanity advanced towards the stars, the lessons of the Trojan War were still in their minds. This story had become a reminder of their strengths and weaknesses, their potential and responsibilities. In the depths of space, perhaps the Zephyrians were watching humanity's progress. Maybe one day the two civilizations would truly meet as equals and have a chance to make amends for the mistakes of the past. The alien revenge behind the scenes of the Trojan War had ultimately become a catalyst that propelled humanity to the stars. It was a story of hope born from destruction, peace born from revenge. And this story was far from over. As humanity grappled with its complex past with the Zephyrians, they also had to face the rest of the universe. Guided by Athena's hologram, humanity took its first steps into the galactic community. This community consisted of thousands of different civilizations, each with its own history, technology, and culture. Humans experienced both the excitement and fear of learning they were not alone in the universe. The Galactic Council greeted humanity with cautious curiosity. Human development was considered unusual due to Zephyrian intervention. Some civilizations viewed humans as a potential threat. Others admired their creativity and resilience. Humanity had to prove itself in this new arena. The lessons learned from the Trojan War were now more important than ever. They rapidly advanced in the fields of diplomacy, science, and culture. However, the shadow of the past still loomed over them. Some human groups harbored deep distrust towards the Zephyrians. These groups exhibited an extremely nationalistic and xenophobic attitude towards aliens. Dr. Alexis Papandreou, Elena's grandchild, worked to reduce this tension. Her research into galactic history revealed that the Zephyrians had made similar mistakes in their own past. This knowledge helped build a bridge between the two civilizations. As years passed, relations between humans and Zephyrians improved. Joint scientific projects were initiated. Cultural exchanges took place. Some brave individuals even engaged in interspecies marriages. However, the universe still harbored many secrets and dangers. Humanity discovered mysterious signals coming from the Andromeda galaxy. These signals contained a message that unsettled the entire galactic community. Prepare. We are coming. This threat brought together civilizations that were once enemies. Humans and Zephyrians, along with other galactic races, began preparing for this unknown threat. On Earth, the ruins of Troy had become not just a symbol of the past, but of the future. The ancient battlefield was now the central base for galactic defense systems. Zephyrian technology, once the cause of destruction, was now being used to protect the entire galaxy. Humanity, having moved beyond their own planet, had found a new role in the universe. They now had to consider not just their own interests, but those of the entire galactic community. This forced them to serve a greater purpose, to look from a broader perspective. The lessons of the Trojan War were now being applied on a galactic scale. Humans had learned from their past mistakes to see differences as opportunities for cooperation rather than conflict. Diplomacy and understanding had replaced war. However, as the threat from Andromeda approached, humanity and its allies faced a difficult choice. Should they seek a peaceful solution, or prepare for war to defend themselves? This decision would determine the fate of not just humanity, but the entire galaxy. Would the cycle of revenge and destruction from the Trojan War repeat on a galactic scale, or would inter-civilization understanding and cooperation prevail? Humanity faced the greatest test in its history. The story that began in Troy had now turned into an epic encompassing the entire universe. And how this epic would end depended on the lessons humanity had learned from its past and its faith in the future. Debates in the Galactic Council lasted for days. Humans, Zephyrians, and other races struggled to determine a common strategy. Finally, Dr. Alexis Papandreou's proposal was accepted. They would prepare defenses against those coming from Andromeda, while also continuing efforts to establish peaceful communication. Humanity took on an important role during this critical period. The diplomatic skills and conflict resolution abilities they had acquired in the thousands of years since the Trojan War were now being used for the benefit of the entire galaxy. Massive communication stations were built in various locations on Earth. These stations worked to decipher the signals coming from Andromeda and send responses. At the same time, the old Zephyrian base in Troy was transformed into the control center for galactic defense systems. After months of preparation, the first spaceships from Andromeda appeared at the galaxy's edge. The entire galaxy held its breath, waiting to see what would happen. Humanity and its allies were experiencing the most important moment in their history. The first contact occurred in an unexpected way. Those coming from Andromeda were not aggressors, but refugees seeking help. They were fleeing from a catastrophe in their own galaxy and looking for a new home. This unexpected situation presented the galactic community with a new challenge. How would they receive and settle billions of refugees? How would this affect existing civilizations? Humanity, drawing from its own experiences with migration and integration throughout history, took on a leadership role in this process. The lessons of tolerance and adaptation they had learned since the Trojan War were now being applied on a galactic scale. As years passed, the galaxy slowly changed. New planets were terraformed, new colonies were established. The refugees from Andromeda integrated into galactic society, bringing with them new ideas and technologies. This process wasn't easy. There were conflicts and disagreements. But each time inter-civilization dialogue and cooperation prevailed. Humanity and the Zephyrians, once enemies, now strive to understand and accept these newcomers rather than becoming their enemies. Troy transformed once again. The ancient battlefield now became an intergalactic center for culture and science. Visitors from all over Earth and every corner of the galaxy came here to learn about the history of humanity and the universe. The story that began thousands of years ago as the Zephyrians' revenge plan had now become a symbol of intergalactic peace and cooperation. Humanity had managed to shape the future with lessons learned from its past, and perhaps one day, in a very distant future, this story would inspire another young civilization, showing them the path of understanding and cooperation rather than conflict and revenge. The story of Troy would live forever in the collective memory of the universe. As the galactic community continued to evolve and face new challenges, the legacy of the Trojan War remained a constant reminder of the power of resilience, the importance of understanding, and the potential for growth that can arise even from the darkest of circumstances. The once bitter enemies, humans and Zephyrians, now stood side by side as guardians of galactic peace, their shared history a testament to the transformative power of forgiveness and cooperation. The stars that had once seemed so distant and unreachable to the ancient inhabitants of Troy now served as the backdrop for humanity's greatest adventure. And so, the epic that began with a wooden horse and a city's fall continued to unfold across the vast expanse of the cosmos, reminding all who heard it that even the greatest of conflicts can lead to the most profound of unions, and that the true measure of a civilization lies not in its capacity for war, but in its ability to forge peace from the ashes of past mistakes.